So, okay, so we're going to go into the actual training for tonight. And I know we're keeping a close eye on the time. We know it's 9:30 Eastern time, and you guys have, busy lives as well. So we're going to go through this as quickly as we can. But what does it take to go diamond? And the number one thing is your mindset. And when you started, you did a Getting Started Right interview with your coach. And the first thing you guys talked about is your why. And your why has got to be so strong that on days that you don't want to do this, because there's going to be days where you question, why am I doing this? Is it going to work? This isn't fun anymore. You've got to go back to that why, and it's got to be so strong as if your house is on fire and your kids are inside. You're going to do whatever you have got to do, whatever it takes. That's the theme for our Atlanta event. Whatever it takes, you're going to do whatever it takes to get your kids out of that fire, and it's the same thing with your business. Your business is on fire, and you're going to do whatever you've got to do to keep it going. So you're doing this for your family, you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it to leave a legacy for your family. And you've got to believe that you can do this and that you deserve it. I think that that's the biggest thing is, and I can honestly say in the beginning, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think anyone would sign up with me in the business. I was a secretary at a corner refinery plant. I've never sold anything. I never spoke in front of people. I did not believe I could do it. And honestly, I didn't know that I deserved it. And each of you that are on the call tonight, you guys can do this. It's an easy business. You just have to do it. And you 510% deserve it. Every single one of you have gone through something in your life. You've gone through struggles. You're an amazing person, and you deserve to live a life by design.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked to you guys. You guys have told us the stories. So there's no question that it deserves it. There's no question that everybody has a life and more time with their families and be able to do things for their families. I've said this so many times on webinars, I can't even remember. But realistically, you have to get rid of the people that are in your life that are trying to hold you back and hold you down and try to feed you this nonsense BS about how it's not going to work, it's a gimmick, it's a network scheme, it's just, all the stuff that a negative person would say, okay? You can do it. We've done it. We know a ton of other people have done it. It's all about you. It relies on you. You have the help. You have the support. You have people here that actually care to see you get what you deserve. And they're going to push you, and they're going to pick you up when you fall. That's what we do. And that's what you do for your coaches. That's what this whole thing is about. It's not a network scheme. Now, a network scheme is illegal. You can't even do a network scheme. That's not even possible to do that. And if you haven't seen the video we've done on that, go on YouTube and watch it. And if you guys have an idiot in your life telling you it's a network scheme, tell them to go watch that video, okay? Tell them to educate themselves before they run their mouth, okay? And, like she said, you guys all deserve this. You guys all can do this. And you guys all have the team and the backing to be able to do this. The rest relies on you. We can only help you so much. We can only tell you so much. Do this, do this, do this. We can only tell you, get rid of this person. This person is not good for you. All this person is going to do is take years out of your life, But it's up to you. You guys are all grown-ups. It's your decision ultimately. But you're going to make the wrong decision. You're going to look back and say, man, I lost 2 years. I should have stopped it. Now I lost 10 years. So don't be like that, man. Really sit down and evaluate your life. Evaluate the people that's around you, and evaluate the people that are telling you these things.
Getting fired up.
Getting fired up.
It's getting really hot in here. We're sitting in the same chair, by the way.
I know. That's why I keep moving, because I think.
And there's a blanket back here.
Broke a butt cheek on the chair. So. Anyway,
and just to add on to that, Beachbody is backed by the Better Business Bureau, so just to throw that out there. Okay, and you have to have a vision, and you've got to be a visionary, and that's what this is about. What does your business look like a year from now, 5 years from now? When I first started in the business, I remember someone saying a year from now you're going to be making 6 figures, and I was like, yeah, right, there is no way. So what does your business look like a year from now? What does it look like 5 years from now? We just celebrated 5 years with Beachbody last week.
4 of which she built on her own. I had nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do with my certifications, TV, modeling, any of that. She did all that from the cornfields by herself. All I've done is in the past year, we've collaborated, changed our business plan, and tripled our money.
Doing it together, yeah.
Tripled our money.
So, okay, so 5 years ago, where was I 5 years ago? Like you said, I was in the middle of the cornfield, not living. I wasn't like a children of the corn or anything. I just lived in the cornfield.
She lived close to it.
And, I was working at a corn refinery plant. I was bankrupt. My car was repossessed. And I didn't know. I had no idea how big this opportunity was. But I knew that somehow, some way, I was going to do something great. Like, I knew there was something else out there for me. I knew I wasn't living where I was supposed to be living. I knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. Did I know at that time what I was supposed to be doing or where I was supposed to be living? No, no way. So, you have to really kind of sit down and envision, okay, what does your life look like 5 years from now? Your life can change so drastically. If mine isn't a living example, I was lost, I was alone, I was 60 pounds overweight, and now, I'm living in a beautiful city with the man of my dreams, the love of my life, my soulmate. We're doing this together.
That's me.
And, we're making mad money, and,
this is just the start.
We're helping other people, and, I was living in a dark, dingy apartment, and, now I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Because I delivered newspapers before I used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and deliver newspapers before I went to my full-time job. And then I went to school in the evening on top of that. So as how your life can turn around, I had to set my alarm clock so I could meet Casey for breakfast. And it was so worth it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So really think about what is your life going to look like from 5 years from now, and really dream big. Make it so big that people say, you are crazy. There is no way that's going to happen. That's what you want. You want people to think you're crazy.
Just don't believe them.
Just know in your mind that somebody's going to say that, and you're going to be like, all right, watch me. You just sit back and watch. It becomes what you think about most of the time. So make sure that when those negative thoughts start to creep in, you have got to turn your mind off and shut that door and tell yourself, I'm not letting those thoughts into my head. Because I've learned to do that. I've learned to do that. When the thoughts start to creep in, I'm like, nope. Why am I even thinking that?
That's not happening.
Why?
It's not happening.
You've got to change your mindset. All right, you have to know, what does it take to go diamond. You've got to make it happen and really believe that success is your only option. Whatever it takes, nothing's going to stop you. Okay, so here's your first assignment. You're going to set your diamond goal date. For some of you, it's going to be 30 days. Some of you, 60. Some it's going to be 90. Whatever you feel confident, set your goal date. Now, if you're like Brandy and you're like right on the edge of being diamond,
you got some next week.
If she's pushing, she will be diamond.
She wants it next week.
Yeah,
that's why we say that.
She'll be diamond this month for sure, no doubt. Create a diamond map. And I so wish that you could see our diamond map, but it's on the wall over there. I don't know if they'd be able to see it even through the thing. But we have the giant flip chart notes from their Post-it. You can stick them on your wall. They're so cool. So, and then the chart below actually shows you what does it take to go diamond? What does that structure look like? So there's our diamond sheet.
It's bigger than her.
And there's our goals.
Look.
Yeah. And then they stick right on the wall. So
you can't miss it.
Yeah. So go to Staples, go to Office Depot, go to Walmart, get these giant Post-it notes. Be a crazy person, write your goals out, write your downline out, write your diamond map. So For most of you, you're going to start on the far right at the diamond, and you're going to put a circle, and you're going to put your name in it. And you're going to put 4 circles on each leg, your right and left leg. And some of you, those circles are going to be empty. For some of others, you're going to have names to fill in those circles for people that have actually signed up already. But even with the empty circles, there's something about putting pen to paper that magically things happen. So that's your assignment. We want to see your goal date. We want to see your diamond map. Be as creative as you want to be, you know, just do it, take a picture, send it to us. If we're not your personally sponsored coach, send it to your coach as well, and share it with your accountability partner. Share it on the diamond page. Let's just
and you know, that's another thing. If you try reaching out to your upline, your coach, and you're not getting help, you know, message us and we'll figure out something for you. You know, you've got help here, no matter what.
Yeah. All right. The next thing that was on your getting started interview was your list, your Mac Daddy list. How many people are on your list of names right now? Is it on a spreadsheet? Is it on a notebook? Is it on note cards? We want you to highlight your top 10 people that you're going to contact this week about joining you, and share that with your coach. Share that with your accountability partner, your people that you're going to contact this week about joining you. Calendar, you guys, old school calendar, paper, pencil, highlighters, get crazy.
She loves her highlighters, man.
Yeah, I love to write things down and have that system, and that's totally not my personality style, but
it works. That's what works for her.
I've forced myself to be organized because I'm not. But without organization, the mind goes crazy. You've got to write it down. All right, time check. We've got about 20 minutes if we're going to keep it in an hour. We kind of hope to do it in a half hour, but we're a little
okay, let's go.
past 2. So get your calendar out. The more people that you can get in front of, the better. So just for example, our most recent coach, Jennifer Harris, that we signed up on Friday, we had invited her to, we created an event page for the PIO launch. And she had RSVP saying yes, she was going. So we messaged her, great, awesome. She didn't sign up for PIO. She didn't do PIO. And then she messaged us out of the blue and said, I want information. You know, she'd been following our posts. She wanted to meet us. So we said, okay, great. Do you want to do a phone call or do you want to meet face-to-face?
Oh, no.
Face-to-face. Yes. When you can meet someone face-to-face, they're in. They're in. The more you can get in front of people, the better. Like this.
In their face.
Like this. So whether it's running a what is a coaching call, and yes, every single one of you can run your own what is a coaching call. Go to freeconferencecalling.com, create your own account, get a free conference calling number, and share it. Set up an event page. What is the Beachbody coach do? A sneak peek, whatever you want to call it. And we can help you with that if you have questions. Host a Shakeology party, a fit club, or a live workout, be a testimonial on a live webinar. You know, if you want to share the spotlight in our next testimonial webinar, let us know. Add you onto that. YouTube video to share.
For the love of God, get a YouTube channel.
Get a YouTube channel. All right. Identify who will go emerald on each leg. So if you've already got coaches in place, really identify, okay, is this person, they're going to fall into 3 different categories. They're going to be a customer, they're going to be someone that is using the products and wanting to build, and there's going to be your builders. So you're looking for your builders. Who wants this as bad as you do? Work from your list, not your end with the business. The more organized you can be and have some bit of structure, the more settled your mind is going to be. So get your calendar, get your notebook, spreadsheet, whatever works for you. There's a great note app called Evernote that links from your cell phone, your iPad, your computer, wherever you're at, you can access these files. It's called Evernote. it's really awesome.
And it kind of just becomes natural after you start doing this for a while. It's just like clockwork. I mean, you already know when you talk to somebody, okay, boom, that's a problem in my prospect list. Boom, I gotta put them on a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gonna become natural to you guys. Right now, you might be overwhelmed and be like, oh my God, there's so much to do. This is crazy. But it really does become natural, and it really flows very nicely.
And the more you hear all of this presented and talked about, it makes sense. But you guys right now are kind of at the point where when you were recruiting someone to sign up or someone was recruiting you, you had to hear the business presented 3 to 5 times before you made that decision. It's the same thing once you sign up. You have to hear all of this information 3 to 5 times before it clicks. It's a lot of information, and that's what we're here for. So after the webinar, if you have questions, message us, let us know, post it on the page, because chances are if you have a question, someone else does too. So you're wanting to build content and serve. So again, think about what your audience wants and what you can speak on. You know, whether you're going to do it through YouTube or blogging or social media, really think about who your audience is. Look at your current posts. What are you getting the most likes on? What are you getting the most comments on? And that right there is going to be your niche. YouTube is the best thing. YouTube blogging is the best because it doesn't get lost in the news feed. If you guys are posting videos directly to Facebook, that's awesome. But after you post them, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Always do the links. Like, put it on YouTube. You get a YouTube channel first. Then once you make that, any video that you want to post, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere, put that link that you have on YouTube and put that onto the Facebook or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And because that link will stay. It will not get lost.
Yep. Brainstorm with your accountability partner and coach. If you're struggling with ideas to talk about, whatever you're passionate about. It could be just about life change. It could be about being that positive light in people's lives. It could be, about recipes, healthy eating, clean eating. It could be about workouts. Whatever your passion is, that's what you need to be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and brand you. People are going to sign up in the business not because of Beachbody, but because of you. There's lots of people that have already been exposed to the business, but they haven't been exposed by you. So you want to, really brand yourself. And people are looking for leaders. They're not looking for someone that is, really constantly promoting someone else's stuff. Like, we talked to Casey today, and she was saying how she would really like to have a video, her own third-party tool, to share with people. That's what people want. Yes, it's great in the beginning to share our videos, Christine's wires or whatever, but why not watch those videos and then make them your own, recreate them, make them your own?
That's really why we did those videos, it was just to help our group, our team, kind of see and get the gist of, what they should be doing, what kind of things they need to put out there. Because having a visual like that really helps you go, okay, all right, I can do that, but I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it with my own spin. And you become creative when you see things like that. Mm-hmm. So that's the main reason. We don't want you to keep sending them. I mean, we want you guys to build a business. If you just keep sending our videos to them, they're going to keep signing up with us. And that's not what the goal is. The goal is to duplicate you guys to have success.
Mm-hmm. So really focus on branding yourself. Be you times 10. High energy. People, the energy that you put out is the energy that you're going to get back. So be positive. Be business-minded.
And happy.
Kind, considerate, happy. Be all of those things. Share your vision with people. And it's the scariest thing in the world to be vulnerable. What are you laughing at?
Man, I was just thinking about some of the videos we've seen, and I'm like, for love of God, we got to tell this person to redo this video, you got to be upbeat. Because, listen, nobody wants to go, oh, man, this is that person that puts all those positive things. Let me watch their video. And then you're like, yeah, Beachbody is awesome, and I'm sore in my shoulders. It hurts.
Mhm.
And then I lost weight. Go to my website and sign up.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this. They want to see this right here, happy and a lot of energy and really positive about what they're doing. That's not a salesperson. This is just her being her, and that's what attracts people.
Yeah.
I'm attracted.
Oh. Okay, so you do have to be vulnerable. I didn't want to tell people I filed bankruptcy. I didn't want to tell people that my car was repossessed or, that my daughter cut herself or, things like that. But you have to be vulnerable. Everyone is going through a struggle, and there's someone out there that can relate to your story. And, the best thing in the world is for someone to say, oh, you too? I thought I was the only one. And then you realize, I'm not the only one, and my story made a difference, and that's what's relatable, when you can be yourself and offer that to other people, and they're like, wow, okay, I'm not alone in this. So you do have to be vulnerable. You do have to share your story, whatever that is. It's usually the one thing that you're uncomfortable sharing is what you should be sharing. So be laser focused. Laser focused. Set aside an hour a day to work your business. No ifs, ands, or buts. You have got to do it. You've got to work from your list, not your inbox. Who are your top 10 leads? Who are the top 10 people that you're talking to? What are they saying on their Facebook wall? You should be checking in on their wall. What are they posting about? What are they talking about? You want to constantly be in front of those people. You want to set up events. We're doing the Better Buns Challenge this week. We're doing the September 13th event. So it's always about what's next. What's the next event? What's the next thing that you're... Don't wait for someone else to create it. Just do it. Come up with something fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. I told Casey today, it's like, yeah, we have the September 13th event, the hotel book. We haven't done a single thing for it until today.
We have the space.
Today we just now did the agenda, and we contacted a photo booth. So we're going to have fun, a photo booth where you can take pictures with the group, with the team, and
we have a glow-in-the-dark workout, by the way.
Glow-in-the-dark workout.
You guys better bring your glow sticks.
Yeah.
It's crazy in there.
Yeah, we got people coming from Texas, from Pennsylvania,
Canada,
all over
the place. Yeah.
all over the place coming. So what's your next event? Is it an online challenge group? Is it a local, fitness fair that you've put together at your local library and maybe invited other vendors to chip in with a table like Scentsy and, the other companies out there that are selling things? Or is it a Shakeology party?
You mentioned the library, and I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Okay, when Lisa didn't have internet, you know what she did? She got up and went to the library where they have internet for free, and she worked her business from the library. Okay, so, and I'm bringing this up because recently we've had people go, oh man, my internet doesn't work. Okay, well, listen, this woman, you keep saying, oh, Lisa did it, this, that, I want to do it too. Okay, well, this woman didn't say, hey, my internet didn't work. She was like, okay, where can I go where I can use internet? Oh, I know, the library. Okay, I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to sit in the library, and I'm going to work the hell out of this business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the kind of person that's going to reach that goal. The person that's going to sit at home and go, oh, my internet doesn't work, so forget about it. Whenever it comes back online, I'll go do stuff. That's the person who's going to take 10 years, and then they're going to go, man, I knew it was a scam. It was a scam the whole time. It didn't work. It was, that's that person. So don't be that person. Find a way. If you can't find a way, I guarantee you, if you message us and say, hey, this is what's going on, what can I do? We'll have
we got solutions.
We've got 5 solutions for you to pick from. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't be so quick to just give up when something happens. Reach out to your family and be like, okay, this is what's going on. How can I fix this? What can I do?
Whatever it takes.
Right. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's our motto.
Get your ass to that.
The year.
Get your ass there, September.
Whatever it takes. If you got to go to the library, you got to do it. If you got to call your mom or somebody, hey, do you mind watching the kids for an hour? Whatever you have to do to make this business work. If you work your business hard for the next 60 days, you've built the foundation for a lifelong business. So whatever it takes, you guys got to do it. Build 1 to 2 pieces of content a week. So whether it's 2 videos or, 2 blogs or, 2, something on social media, 1 to 2 pieces of really good content, quality over quantity a week. And connect with your coaches to go Emerald. Do not be distracted by all of the other stuff that Beachbody is throwing at you over the next 8 weeks. We're only focused with this. They've got Team Cup challenges. They've got, the new Coach Blitz. No, none of that. We're only focused on this push to Diamond Group right now. The assignments that we're giving you, your accountability partners. And
what we're giving you is they don't even know. So, this is where you're going to succeed.
Text your upline daily with activities to keep you accountable. We want to know what you're doing. We want to know that you're doing something. And if we don't hear from you, we just kind of assume that, you're really not doing anything. So text your upline daily, with what you're doing to keep yourself accountable. And anytime you're in the car, listen to personal development audio. You've got to fuel your mind with the things that are going to move you forward. And we start our day out every day with the news. There's nothing.
It's all depressing. It's horrible. And the only reason we listen to the news is to make sure the world's not going to end today.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's getting that close.
You do need to know what's going on, but you also have got to fill your mind with positive things. You can learn so much from personal development. You can get a lot of good content to talk about through personal development.
And it sets the mood for the day. You have all this positivity now shoved into your head, and for you to have great thoughts and have some fuel, for the rest of the day. You're like, oh man, I'm going to remember that for all day,
Mm-hmm.
And we do that. Listen, I do that in my car. She does it in her car. Doesn't matter. It's not just when we're together. That's what we do. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we. When do I listen to music? I think we listen to classical music Sunday.
Yeah.
On the way to church or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So definitely, think about what you're putting in your mind, whether it's the newspaper or TV or, even some of the stuff on Facebook. Make sure you're only fueling your mind with positive things and
Cool.
And people. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I start my day off with prayer every day, and I pray for the business, and I pray for the leaders on the team to have that strength and that courage to know what to do and to keep going on days when they don't want to go, and, for the business just to be blessed. And I just encourage you guys to do the same thing. One of the books that we've read is Spiritual Equipping by Dani Johnson, and that's what she says to do. Pray for your business. Pray for God to send you 7 people that get it, that truly get it, that are going to run with it, that you don't have to babysit and hold their hand. And, it's kind of odd to pray for your business, but when you do, it really works. He listens. So
if you have good intentions, God will bless your business.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to be sneaky and do something and use people, then you'll never get blessed.
Yeah.
So good things happen to good people. So, all you guys are great people. So we just want the best for you guys, for all you guys. So, just listen to what we tell you and just do it. If you do it, you will have success.
Mm-hmm. And that just leads to the little yellow box. You guys are on the success train. Woo, woo!
That was
I was really hoping he would
that
tell me.
was so loud.
Let's try that again.
No, let's not. They got it. They got it.
On the success train.
Choo choo woo woo. That's better, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I did do, Chalene Johnson had a thing called the Greatest Speaker Seminar, and one of the things that I had feedback on was my voice. And if you lower your larynx, it lowers the tone of your voice. And so I forget to do that sometimes when I get excited.
If you guys saw the video
Yeah.
I posted, that was like way up there.
Yeah. So you guys, you're inviting people to jump on this train with you. They can stand at the sideline they better get out of the way. But the train is coming through. They can get on with you, or they can sit back and watch. But you guys have got that goal in mind. It goes back to that fire burning in your belly, whatever that is, whether it's a new house or to get out of debt or to be able to take your kids on vacation. Be specific. Where do you want to go? What does that house look like? Where is it going to be?
That picture should be in front of you, somewhere that you see every day.
Yeah, look at those pictures. Put a smile on your face.
Listen, we look at, that's all we look at, okay? We look at crazy pictures of crazy homes and boats and cars and trips and everything. That's fuel, you know, that's fuel. Like, okay, we're going to do it, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Be contagious. All right, you guys, here's your assignments, just a recap of everything that we talked about. Create your diamond roadmap. One of the things, there was a file that was the Success Club plan of action. Fill that out, send it to us, send it to your accountability partner. Make sure you connect with that person for the week and complete the checklist, because on Monday you are going to be required to share the numbers on your list. Any questions? You guys know where to find us?
And if you're not active, you better get active.
I checked. I believe everybody was.
Good.
So.
See? She
yeah.
checked.
I'm checking. We got a list. We're checking in twice.
You cannot hide.
We're going to find out who's.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Something.
One of the first slides.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm just going to stop recording real quick.
Hang on one second.